here standing in front of you as your host, not in St. Peter's, Dubai, but your host in a project that we are about to start, which is going to be going on for another 5 years. 5 years is not a short time, and that is why we found it necessary to bring you together as stakeholders so that we can know each other in every way possible. But more importantly, to do something called, in these parts of Kenya, planting a branch. We are coming to Kiambu County and to 3 other counties, Taita Taveta, Narok, and Nyamira. We are also going there to Kohanda Idege on Thursday, Monday, and Thursday next week to say that we are going to be your partners for the next 5 years. The project is known as Africa Digital Schools Initiative, and in short we are calling it ADSI. ADSI is in 3 countries, and Kenya is taking the biggest part of that cake. And I am confident that in Kenya we will deliver. So I'm looking for team players, I'm looking for partners in Kenya, and you constitute a quarter of that team. If this project fails, and it will not, let it not fail in Kiambu. Do we agree with that? Yes. Let it not fail in Kiambu. It is in Taita Taveta, in Nyamira, in Narok. If it fails, let it not fail in Kiambu. And with those few remarks, I want to introduce the team that is with me. We work for an organization known as ADSI. You can see that from that banner. GESCI, Global E-Schools and Communities Initiative. That is the project, and that is the organization that we work for. I'm not the biggest woman in the room in terms of where we come from. I will introduce my immediate boss. His name is Gregory Nailuka. He is the program manager for ADSI. I will also introduce a colleague of mine. Her name is Mary Hooker, a senior education specialist. This project is about pedagogy, it's about the art of teaching using ICTs, and Mary is taking the lead in that. I will also introduce my colleague, ICT guru, Kennedy Yegon. Kennedy is the brain behind the technology that we are going to be using. I will not introduce our CEO because he'll have an opportunity to introduce himself. His name is Jerome Morrison. He has a slot and he's going to be making a presentation later on. Thank you very much.
Among the 4 to roll out this program, which we are promising them that we are going to do our best. We have already talked with our teachers here. We had a meeting the other day with all the sub-county directors, both TSC and the ministry, and we agreed that we are going to work as a team to make this program a success for the next 5 years. We want our schools to have those digital content in everything which goes on in the school. Administration, curriculum delivery, everything happening in our school. Even CCTV, it's part of digital, isn't it? Because it's going to assist us to know some of these thugs who are messing around our schools. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Very, very heartening and very, very encouraging. And I really feel that we're on the first stages of a significant, maybe a long, but a very significant intervention in education in Kenya. Could I maybe spend 2 or 3 minutes just talking a little bit about ADSI? I'm sure there are many people in this room who haven't a clue what ADSI means or what it or how it originated. When Kofi Annan was the Secretary General of the United Nations, he felt that technology should play a very, very important part in education and in national planning for social and economic development in general. So he established a task force, and the task force first and primary recommendation was to establish ADSI, an organisation which would work with governments, with ministries in particular, and initially with ministries of education. So we were to establish ourselves and we were to locate ourselves, and we selected Kenya, we selected Nairobi as our home base, as our headquarters to work in Africa. Since then, we have developed and we work in 3 key areas. We work in ICT policy and implementation to enhance education through the use and incorporation of technology. We also work in the area of leadership development at government level for knowledge society development. So, what is the project we're launching here this morning? We want to incorporate technology to increase the quality and to enrich learning. And as we said, it is initially and primarily focused on the science and technology subjects for one reason, that these are the drivers of social and economic development. So what this project is about is bringing about supports through technology, through teaching content and learning content to make teachers' jobs more efficient and actually easier. These are the essences of this project. This is actually what makes this project unique. There is no other project anywhere, not in Africa, and not in any other developed areas, which integrates teacher professional development and whole school ICT improvement. That is our aim and that is our focus. And we want the public representatives and all the official representatives to be present on that day to celebrate 5 years of success, of successful intervention and effort towards this achievement at the end of the project. You can be assured of our ongoing support at all the different levels of implementation of this project over the next 5 years. We all look forward to a situation where all 20 schools will be achieving this recognition of being the first 20 schools in this county as digital schools of distinction, and they will have the professionalism and the documentation and this plaque to prove that we've achieved at this level. Okay, thank you very much.
I wish to take this early opportunity to thank the organizers for inviting me to this occasion. This is an important occasion where we'll have the launch of the ICT program, which is believed it will go a long way in boosting teaching and learning in our schools. Education for All goals, the Vision 2030, the sessional paper number 14 of 2012, the Basic Education 2030, the Basic Education Act 2013, and the Constitution of Kenya 2010 have all stressed on the need to provide an all-inclusive quality basic education that is accessible and relevant to all Kenyans. It is for this reason that the government endeavors to invest heavily in education, and to this end, the government has been funding schools to help improve on infrastructures. This funding goes to the free day secondary school, not forgetting the FPE, which all benefit schools and ensure that the poor and the needy children are able to access quality education. Ladies and gentlemen, the government also has been providing computers to schools, though not all schools have benefited so far. And therefore, it is very important for us to partner with ADSI, for this will go a long way in ensuring that the learners are ICT compliant. In this regard, I wish to thank ADSI for their support in schools since 2012. Since 2012, where we had the strengthening innovation and practice in science education, known as SIPSE program in Nakuru and Machakos. SIPSE was a success, and those schools that benefited have gone a long way to ensure service delivery to students and good school management. Ladies and gentlemen, the sessional paper number 1 of 2012 of the ministry clearly puts into focus the role of ICT in education, as it brings many benefits to the classroom. It puts more focus on the need to have educational institutions equipped with ICT facilities for the promotion of modern tools of teaching and learning. With this in mind, I want to thank most sincerely the MasterCard Foundation through Jesse for partnering with us in this noble cause. ICT equipment in these schools will be of great use in helping attain our Vision 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Education Sector Plan also recognizes the importance of teachers in Kenya to be provided with modern and relevant experiences in using modern methods. That includes ICT in curriculum delivery and implementation. The program, African Digital Schools Initiative, ADSI, will therefore help to retool our teachers in the new and modern pedagogical skills. Well-retooled teachers will be an asset to our economy, since they will produce good and well-trained students. These students will help develop our country to greater levels.
One thing I'd like to say is that this program, it's a program. Somebody said those who came from school the other day can tell the difference between a program and a project. And I believe this is a program because we have an exit plan. Once the people, the masterminds of the project are gone, we have the implementers with us. We have the school aides, we have the teachers, we have each and every government representative who is doing the implementation plan represented here, and all this I believe is in support of the program. So as the government of Kenya, I believe I have seen the Republic of Kenya, the MasterCard Foundation and the GEZ. I believe it is in good faith that we have this program. And who are we to say no? Who are we to say we don't have to support it? We have no other objection but to support the program and assure you that we are aware the program is taking place as national government coordination officers within our county, and we will support you. Through which ways? We support you through giving you the necessary support. We've always interacted well with the schools. Whenever we have problems, I believe we've met school aides to discuss about school unrest. Now this is not a thing to talk about here today because that's a thing of the past. But today we are here to say that we are supporting this program. We endorse it within Kiambu County, and we'll give you the necessary mechanisms. If you think that your computers will be stolen, if you think that where you've kept your things is not in the right place, you can always contact us. The security team, the intelligence, and every person within the security agent is in support of this program. So always contact us. I know it's in every place where we have a school, we have an AP camp, we have the chief's camp, we have the DO's office. Nowadays we are being called assistant county commissioners. It is still the same DO that used to be there a long time ago. So we have the correct mechanism. And I believe the reason why they chose Kiambu is because security is there. They chose Kiambu sub-county, they chose St. Peter's, Duberi, because I believe you knew when you were seated here, things will be fine. And I want to assure you, things are fine, and the climate is well, political temperatures are okay, and therefore we can carry on with the program. Rest assured that things are fine.
The education officers present and all other honored guests. Before I invite the principals as a startup to the process of launching this program, I remember the days when I was a high school teacher. And the influence I got as a high school teacher was a sticker I saw on one of the professors that taught me at Kenyatta University. And I still see that sticker in my head and in my vision till today. And it read, "Teachers are winners." And we are the first line cadre of professionals in whose hands children are entrusted. We need to do a better job with those children. And you have our support as ADSI, the African Digital Schools Initiative, to work with you. That having launched this program today, the next steps will be that, one, we are going to have targeted trainings. And the trainings are beginning in Kiambu, county number 1. The trainings are going to target the following people. The principals, to begin with. Board members will come in too. And we will be targeting aspects to do with how do you turn around your school into an ICT compliant school, a digital school of distinction. We will be seeking to plan with you. How do you plan? And how do you make it happen? And then the next target will be the school-based coordinator. So the school-based coordinator will play a really critical part in ensuring that teachers are continuously learning together. And he will be the first one for the principal to hold accountable if things are not changing. Then next in line will be the 10 teachers from your school. The STEM teachers, the science, technology, English, and mathematics teachers. The 10 from your school. And we will want to walk that journey of transformation at all those various levels. The ministry has pointed out it's a partnership anchored right at the center of the ministry. But you are where the tire touches the road, where we are seeking to make the difference. By the time Jesse and the ministry from Nairobi come to the ground, it might take too long. That's why you critical people on the ground, and we're going to be banking on you to make it succeed. Now, the other thing that we need to note is that with the trainings going on, there's also going to be the establishment of a baseline. We want to know where our schools are. Where are we beginning with you? And therefore, we will be coming to you seeking that detailed information as to where the school is. So that that information will not just be for us. It will be for you to start looking at, if I have to turn this school into a digital school of distinction, where do I begin? You'll do your prioritization on the basis of the information collected. And the next step would be, before the rollout of the program, the equipment that is being provided by Jesse, by the Africa Digital Schools Initiative, will be distributed to the schools in January. 5 laptops, so we will be bringing in 2 more laptops. And we are also looking around. The ministry pointed out, it's a partnership. We are not close to that. We are looking out to other partners who can bring in infrastructure, but we are going to be focusing more on the people that are supposed to make the change.
Yes, I'm very, very delighted this afternoon to see all of us, and all protocols observed. Receive my greetings and receive my appreciation for your patience. We are talking of nanotechnology also in medicine. Today they are proposing to put the medicine at that particular place. Not just like Kiambu tulikuwa hata, even now most of what is happening. You have cancer and the medicine is injected into your bloodstream, although now it is supposed to target. However, in the process, some of the other cells are involved. And that is why you find they lose their hair. Yes, and I thank God because there are some people who have thought about them. Today, if you are on chemotherapy or radiotherapy, especially for us ladies and our hairs, they have wigs. The hair will still fall, but at least they have various wigs, making those people a bit comfortable and the like. And therefore, we are saying, if we embrace this technology, we would even have our youths, engaging in that research, and they are going to be better. Are we aware of e-doctors? Today, you can be treated by a doctor in South Africa, in America, but through e-technology. And right now, I am made to understand we also have e-surgery. So the person operating on you is in a different part of the world, but now they are operating on you. You can see why it is very, very important to even know these things, and we can get them. And there are so many others, especially the ones that we have. I will not go through that, but I want to assure you, we are far much better when we are there. Okay, it reads, this is a plaque, and it reads, the African Digital Schools Initiative, ADSI, 2016 up to 2020 in St. Peter's Dewberry High School, Kiambu County, Kenya. And we are saying the theme or the law is creating digital schools of distinction through integration of ICT in teaching and learning. And the partners are there. We have ADSI, then we have Technology, Innovation, Education, there's the Government of Kenya, and the MasterCard Foundation. Wow. And yes, that one is